hello, and welcome to another episode of the Monkey Business Show. Today I'm fanboying because we have here StormStormer and Fishman. What's up, boys?
Hi, nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
Yes.
Where are you guys out right now?
We're in our boot camp in Malaysia, preparing for the TI.
yeah?
we came here 4 or 5 days ago, and we're gonna stay here until the event starts. So yeah, pretty hype.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Where in Malaysia are you allowed to say? Well, by the time this come out, you will not be there anymore. So I think you can say it.
Dima, do you know the name?
I can say from my room number, I see the river or whatever is it. So like 20 minutes from Singapore.
Okay,
yeah,
so
it's like
Johor.
we actually.
Yeah, it's a city.
Like I actually
Yeah.
don't know the actual name of the place. I have to be completely honest to see. Okay, no, my manager is Johor Baru.
Perfect.
The name
it's where
of
we're
the
both
place.
camping as well. So we should be somewhere there. I don't know if you guys seen the boys.
Not yet. I mean, we're not in the same hotel, I guess.
I can say in this hotel 7 teams. I think I can even say
7
names.
teams. All right,
T1,
tell me which one.
It's
Evil Genius, Tardo Predator, Biscost, Gaming Gladiators, Bad Boom. Forgot someone?
Did you say EG?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
he did.
I don't know, maybe.
Even though they're not really a team, but we're gonna let them
7
be in the
teams.
list.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
we no scheme. I mean, we bootcamp together. Yes.
All the information leaked.
That's it. That's it. We're gonna.
I
just
already
go to the
leaked in my.
hotel.
I already leaked it 3 days ago in my Telegram.
Okay.
Yes.
So I don't know if you know this because you probably have very busy lives, but I've been campaigning for you for the whole fucking years. I've been saying that you guys were the shit. Everybody was like, "Oh no, Liquid and Secret." I was like, "Nope, it's Entity. It's Entity the one that is gonna be stamping everybody." Because obviously we see your games all the time, and because of Amar, we don't really have a choice. We have to see the games. So
Yeah.
we knew how good you guys were. We're talking about how all the good North American teams will make it. And now we go to Europe and we know that not all the European good teams will make it. Like, it's going to be a horrible bloodbath because I think Entity is a fantastic team. And then we have like for me, it's my dark horse. I think Entity is going to make it to TI.
Yeah,
So
I think so too.
I hope so. And the guys are awesome. Obviously, we have like the friendship between Creepwave and my boys.
Cool.
Thank
awesome.
you.
That's nice to hear. Yeah.
And yeah, tell me a little bit more. So the season, this was like in a way a level up for you guys. How did it feel ending the season that strong? Or
Could you hear that? I'm sorry. That was my game replay.
He just did rampage and won the game. You know, very happy.
This is how we feel. So in the third season you're talking about the third season, right?
Yes.
Or mainly, I guess. I mean, obviously feeling pretty good. I mean, it was quite a road. We started roughly qualifying for major with just like winning tiebreakers pretty closely against Secret with the 2-1 series. But yeah, I mean, qualifying for our first LAN event as a team together and everything that we've achieved since then, like, feels really good to see the progress like this. Because the beginning of the year, of course, lower division was going really well, but that was the lower division too. But the second tour of this year was like not going so well. So it's nice to have like this improvement, in my opinion.
When you guys went to the major, I was like, people should be careful, eh? You can't stomp a lot of people out there, And how was it? How did it feel, going to the first major for you guys?
I think it was more care about the next tournament, about ESL.
Okay.
But of course, we was like hyped to go to our first tournament on the LAN. We took Cyberlight to have a nice time because he's a nice guy and of course a good player. Yes, and tournament was nice. we got top 6, but we could do better if we.
If he actually
do
knew how
better
to
on
play
Cyberlight.
position 1.
Okay, joke, of course. So yeah, we had a nice time.
That's awesome to hear. I mean, obviously, Pure has been a fucking boss playing the whole year. And now I feel that there's been a few things that a lot of teams are copying Amar, and now a lot of teams are copying Pure and how he plays. If you don't play Shadowfiend in position 1 right now, you're not a real team. Everybody has to play because he's made it look so strong.
Yeah, he's quite a meta setter for sure. Yeah, this kid is pretty good. I mean, he you could just hear he's the kind of guy who just plays freaking 10 pubs a day or something, and quite a pub inventor. he just loves to try shit, and yeah, for sure he's quite revolutionizing with some of his pick. For sure,
Yeah.
he was a great addition to the team.
And tell me a little bit more how you guys got together, because obviously there was a core of you guys that had been together for a while, and then a person went to Secret, so they could lose to you. That must feel really good. And I don't know, tell me a little bit more about how you came together as a team.
You want to hear a story from the start, like from the Division 2, or like
If
from
it's good
pure
story,
OCAM?
if it's like Jamie, yes, then go ahead, you know?
I mean, I think our team is like the team, you know, like was reshuffle. A lot of teams,
Mhm.
Alliance, OG, Liquid, and others, like choosing players, and we are the players who wasn't chosen. So we come together, the best players who wasn't chosen by big organizations, and now we are, here on international.
Maybe some
And
organizations should pick better players. Don't you think?
I mean, I remember nobody picked Toby. It was a surprise for me, of course, and nobody picked Stormer. It also was a surprise. Stormer was rank 20.
Really? I thought I was like rank 60 trash or some shit.
No, you was rank 20. You was rank 60 trash after.
Ah. Yeah, for the rest of the year. Yeah, that's my plus 5.
But now Stormer is rank 15, ready to CI.
15.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, because all the players left EU. Left EU rank.
And you've been dominated against Groovy.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
like the start of the story is like, but then Papi came to Crystalis. Crystalis, oh my god, it's Papi. Crystalis actually was very, very sad when nobody picked him on reshuffle, you know, and he was like sad, Amar going to OG, Amar have 5 offers, someone else have also 5 offers, and me, Crystalis, have 0 offers, so he was dreaming for this moment. When we qualified to Division 2, I remember he like, commentators say I MVP, I like superstar in this team, and he was insanely happy to get invite from Secret, and we was not happy that our good player, I think Crystalis was good player in NTT, so we was sad, but in the end, I'm happy that it happened like this, because Pure, in my opinion, best carry right now in the world, maybe.
I would say that it's very interesting how this happens. Sometimes people go thinking that the grass is greener on the other side, but I understand, you know, like Secret calls you, oh shit is Secret, or shit is Puppy.
It was
But if
also.
you look, Mhm.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, no, go
I
ahead,
mean,
go ahead.
it was definitely a lot because like our second tour was not going that well, right? Like, we took game one. We were like this team that was known for taking game one of every single team, except I think OG, you guys in the end. But like we took the first map every single time in the second tour, but we never managed to win an actual series. So we barely ended up like staying in upper division. We almost dropped down. I don't remember if we had to play tiebreakers, to be honest, but I think we did play tiebreakers against
I think you
Frame.
did.
Yeah.
Yep.
But in the same time, we didn't bootcamp, and we knew on bootcamp we're gonna grow, we're gonna play more pubs, we're gonna discuss more Dota. And when we wasn't on bootcamp, like of course our results maybe not good enough, because we was like playing 3-4 scrims or 4 scrims, and then we not discussing Dota or something like this, and it was not not very productive, let's say. And of course, that's why our results wasn't good enough, and we knew it. And we had some, like, you know, family issues on some players. I don't want to say, but yeah. So that's why we didn't go bootcamp, and maybe didn't try well enough. And we knew,
Well,
but
but I think that
I knew. But I knew if
you
we go
knew.
bootcamp in this roster, we can go major, and I knew, maybe we knew, yes. If we go on bootcamp, like with this roster, even with Crystalis, we can even go TI. It's very possible.
I think that what you're saying is a great way of thinking, because, you know, a lot of the time people always think about when will the cavalry come. I always tell the story, you know, people are thinking there is something else that we're missing. There's something else that we're missing. And they always put excuses for themselves. For you, you guys lost what potentially was the most famous player in your roster, and then you got better. Like, instead of thinking, shit, what do I do now? It's like, no, we have a chance now to try to find someone even better, somebody that merges better with the team. And then you're like, now you have the extra fire. Let's put the extra work, you know? Let's build these things. Then you go to a boot camp, and then now here you are, you know, stomping on these players that were I don't know. It's a beautiful story. I've been fanboying.
As I said, when we was choosing new carry, we was hoping to have similar to Crystalis and not like downgrade. It was our
Okay.
hope, but you see how it's
We-
end in the end. Yeah.
we definitely rated Remco very high as in Crystalis. Like the entire mindset was like to find a player that is at least as good as him, like or on the level of him, because obviously it's like mid-season. It's a tough time to find like a replacement because every team has like their carry players taken, right? I mean, the only player you could maybe think about is like Sumail, who got kicked from Team Secret, maybe. But then, almost aside from that, you don't have too many options, and we got very lucky.
Also, I would like to say thanks for Entity. They was ready to give all money that they got from Crystalis transfer for new players. So we also was like looking on other regions in Asia and America. Like we want to message some players. Yeah, so we was ready also to pay big money. I mean, yeah.
That's awesome. I want to talk about Entity in a second, but I want to know more about Pure. So how do you find this kid? Is the classic one you go to the top 20 and you figure out, okay, who the fuck are these people?
Okay, so
Because that's what we did.
I should answer this question because so me and my team was sitting on the chair together in Discord in despair mode because Crystalis left in middle of the season. It was our good carry. We was believing in our carry, and then we need to find a new one, and then we make a short list and. I was saying we must get Pure. It's like best player of this list.
They were very different players, actually, Crystalis and Pure. How they play is so different. So you thought that could work with how you guys wanted to play the game and the understanding that you had?
He just had Pure have good rank, and if player have good rank, I think in my opinion he will adapt, and also we can adapt as a team. You see how we can adapt. When we it's for in this time we cannot know that we could go without Pure with Cyberlight to the major and do top 6, but I was believe we can adapt in some situation like this, and yeah. So in my opinion, like any carry can come to our team and do fine. But this guy do very good, more than fine.
I mean, in my opinion, they weren't even that different. I mean, you say this now, but I mean, they both had like the unique hero pools. I back then thought that Remco's like Crystalis hero pool was pretty unique too. Like it's kind of it's similar to a Mars, right? Like he brought to the meta, I think the Bloodseeker, the Razor. I don't remember what else Remco played. This Monkey King, obviously this Husker. Like these. I love to call the Creepwave heroes because for some reason all of them play it. So Remco had like his own unique hero pool that way too. But when you looked at Pure, like when he played in VP, his ex-teammates and everybody else used to say that he plays like 20 different heroes in 20 different games and stuff like this. So, and does some experimental stuff as well. So of course they have different hero pools. They don't play the same, but like the idea that they are like, I don't know, kind of inventors, or like they have their own comfort that they're really, really good at, is pretty similar to me. And they are just outstanding at what they're doing. Like they've both been rank 1 multiple times. Pure still is, I think, or maybe not right now.
Pure improve. Now he don't want to play 20 heroes 20 games. Now he want to play 10 heroes 20 games. It's better, much better. So I mean, it's not a joke.
And then he only plays SF. That's the thing.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, off the sun he comes up with this kind of stuff, and that's like perfect. Like he's a very confident person. He's young. He's by far the youngest of all our teammates. But he's 18.
Ooh,
For example, I'm 24.
Cool.
Dima, I think you're 26, right?
No, 27, 3 days.
Oh, he's 27. I mean, this guy's a boomer.
2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I mean, our carry player is actually 9 years younger than our +5. But he's very confident. He's making a lot of confident calls. And just really bringing a lot of ideas to the table as well. So inside and outside the game. So he's proven himself in so many ways.
It's actually awesome. I love seeing it happening. And from the original Creepwave, when Amar was there, how many team members are still there?
Katomi here.
Okay.
Katomi was in Creepwave when I was in Egypt. I was chilling on the sea, but Creepwave played tournament, and they took as attending Katomi. He played position 5 this time. But when we had to find not new, but position 4, I messaged Katomi and he like go position 4. Yeah.
I mean, not only Katomi, right? Like also the behind the scenes. I mean, in
of
front of
course,
the
yeah.
scenes, of course, Petrim as well, the coach. He's not a player, but he's like been with Creepwave since the beginning, and also our manager Noah, real JP. Like he has been, I think, managing you guys since last year already too. So
No, from
like,
the start.
far from the start even.
Yeah, from
so,
right the start.
So like basically the 3 players that were taken were Crystalis, Amar, and who else? Would I forget? 2 back then, no? 2 was the coach.
The last roster was 2, yes.
Yeah, something like that.
In OG stole my Creepwave
Or
players. Yes.
BZM, of course, I forgot.
BCM. So, okay, I'll tell you the story. I've told the story in the podcast a few times, but during the interview that we did with Amar, either he was fucking with me or he was doing the Amar Classic, or I mis-explained myself. But I was like, look, we have Misha with us and we're trying to build a team. We would like to know what you're doing. And he's like, okay, OG signs Creepwave. Misha, coach. I'm like, no. Like, so Misha is the captain and we want to know if you want to play position 3. And he's like, no. Misha, coach, Creepwave. I'm like, no, Amar, you're not getting, dude. I have one player. That player is Misha. And if you want to play with us, let us know. He's like, no, I want to play with Creepwave. I was like, okay, I'll come back. So then we got Taiga. And then we came back. It was like, okay, is this clear to you that we are just looking for this position? He's like, okay, now BCM. And true. I'm like, okay, we can work with that. So yeah, it's a funny guy.
Yeah, Amar is Creepwave enjoyer. Yes, this is true. And
Creepwave enjoyer, yes.
Yeah, I'm just on the outside, but on the like when we were in our first boot camp in Serbia for the lower division, like these boys, they were like doing this freaking whatever it's called Creepwave meeting. They just meet up in Discord in the evening after they played the scrims and just talk about the scrims and I'm not chatting about hahaha Razor's so good, blah blah blah. I don't know. I was like, what the fuck's even happening? They're doing this every evening. Like you can definitely still feel that there's like this Creepwave bonding outside the game. For sure.
Loda had a good chance to sign Creepwave. Even when we have had a lot of like offers, he might if he like rate us more than Nika Baby roster, we could be Alliance now. But it was like like we was nobody, and it's understandable why he chose Nika Baby roster because it was TI roster. Of course, it's now
it's before.
Yeah.
Before when I signed Amar.
Yeah. We was speaking with few organizations, and we almost went to Academy, Alliance Academy, as a full Creepwave roster. Yes.
I mean, the players that you guys had were amazing. I actually knew this story. The boys told me the story, but yeah, we knew when we were finishing the TI, and Sumail said, I want to go play Secret, and Johan said I need to take a break. Topia said I want to take a break. We knew who we wanted in some of the positions. So Amar, for example, was very high on the list. That year there was no position 3s.
Yeah. But this year, what's the difference between this year and last year? Who you will take position 3 now? If Amar, for example, go out, it's very hard times.
Correct, very hard times. But I will say that the position 3 right now has changed. I think from how he understood it a year ago. A year ago, I don't think we had a good understanding of what it was. And now we've seen some carries actually being able to become position 3s and play like the anti-carry. That's what Amar plays.
I mean, that's basically what he
line.
invented, right? It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
When your freaking offlane invented it. I've talked to so many offlanes that like, man.
Play offlane. I remember Crystalis in last reshuffle, he was like, oh, if someone asks me to play offlane, I will accept if some good team.
I remember talking to Saberlight on the major and was like, damn, man, fuck this Amar guy, I hated that he came to the scene because now I have to play fucking carries on the offlane. I want to play my Axe, my Centaur, my Mars. But this freaking guy, he figured something new out. I'm done.
Now everybody's playing the anti-carries, and that's why, in a way, Nightfall is doing so well, Like, you can play carry from that position. Obviously, you have to play with a very limited amount of heroes, but you cannot play it as a carry. You're not playing as an offlane. But now it's going to be fun because in TI, you do have to play some offlaners, You have to, because you're not going to be able to stomp everybody.
It changed a bit. It changed a bit again, yeah. It's nice.
Meta shifting all the time, and if you're a good player, you must adapt to every patch.
Yep.
You need to play every patch good meta, so and add some heroes. So when in 2 years when meta gonna shift again, you already will know some heroes.
Yep. I think that what I like and really gets me going when I see a guy that feels so strong in one hero that he doesn't give a fuck about what meta is. Like, I think Pure is gonna. He was so good at SF that now he became in meta, and he's like, holy shit. And Amar with Timber, you know, he doesn't
Viper
care
Timber
what's on the other side. Correct. Viper, he doesn't care. They nerf them. It's like, it's okay. Still gonna pick them, you know? Okay, so tell me more about you guys. I want to know more about you guys. Where are you from? How do you end up in Dota? How long have you guys been playing professionally, you know?
So, Daniel, start?
Me start? Okay. I just
Yes.
had to fix my voice a bit.
Oh,
Well,
I
I'm
can.
no, I think I'm good. Well, I'm from Germany. I was born in Munich. And basically, I've been playing video games since I was a little boy. I think I literally started playing video games when I was in kindergarten or something, playing Age of Empires 2. And
Okay.
because I have two older brothers, like we had a PC since I was like very young, and I occasionally got to play. And one of the first games that I got to play, how many people got to Dota, is I guess Warcraft 3. I absolutely love that game, and I
Yeah.
think if I would have to rate one game the best game of all time after Dota, it would be that for sure. Just because I love strategy games, and already back then I liked kind of, I don't know, the depth of the game, the competition, how much you can like, I don't know, get good at. You have limited levels, and also like everything else. The graphics are cool. The story of was freaking touching. I was crying when I saw some cutscenes. So yeah, I played a lot of Warcraft 3 with my friends, and then of course Dota came out, like one of the mods in
Okay.
Warcraft, and I just played it occasionally. Like you browse through the custom games and you just tried it in the beginning. I honestly didn't like it because I didn't understand what's happening. It was way too complicated. I mean, you have in the beginning all of a sudden 12 taverns. You choose one hero and you're like, what the hell? What is a recipe? How do you buy items? But then, roughly when I was 12 years old or 11 years old, I jumped back into the game again, and Dota 1 also roughly came out at that time, I think. Dota 2, sorry, the beta. So yeah, after spending like 2 years of playing Dota 1 already, or 1 year, I got this invite letter to playing the beta, and since then I just love the game. Basically, been playing every year since the beginning. Since I think I didn't get invited since the very beginning, but like 2012.
Okay.
So just been loving the game, playing it right after school every time and stuff. So pretty long now. That's actually now since 10 years anniversary, POC. And basically competitively, I mean, I started playing, if you can count 2016. That's been my first LAN.
Okay.
It was a smaller LAN, of course. It was nowhere near a Valve event. It was like a small LAN in Birmingham. I think it was called Insomnia 57. And since then, it really caught me. Like, it was an amazing experience playing in a LAN against other teams with your own team, meeting up and stuff like this. So that was where it really started like going up a bit, and I was playing occasionally. There were like really nice events like WESG, which allowed you, like these national tournaments, which allowed you to play a LAN tournament even if you're not top of the scene. Because back then it was actually pretty damn hard to get into like a top team. Like you would have to, there was not this division system, right? So you would have to be, I don't know, like a top two player like Nisha back then to get picked up by Secret, and like I don't know, throughout a year maybe 5 players get picked up. The rest of the roster
Okay.
stays the same. That's how I perceived it, at least. So it was pretty damn hard to get into the scene, but these like smaller tournaments or like third-party tournaments were really fun to play always. And for me, then Dota competitively, it really began like last year when I joined Helver Smashers with Tofu, Ace, Misery, and so on, who are all now going to TI. Um,
Except
so
Gildo.
except Gilga, unfortunately, yeah. Even though his team was looking freaking good in the beginning. So yeah, but in terms of like real success at Valve tournaments, like this is my first really good team with like that is backed with an organization with entity. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe it started like big time last year, but this year's like the first really successful one.
Okay. That's awesome, dude. So you started very young as well, and it took a long road to get here, but here you are now, and you earn it.
Yeah,
And
for
you're gonna
sure.
crush the eye.
It was for sure a long road. Like sometimes you look at other players, you look at this pure guy. Nobody knew he even existed 2 years ago or 1 year ago, and all of a sudden he shows up. He's rank 1, and you're like, dude, fuck, man! I took 10 years to get here. How the fuck are you doing this? You know? But every road is a bit different, and just glad to get the opportunity now. Even like might be a bit late, but I'm not 18 years old anymore. But I mean, still freaking fun.
That's
living the
awesome.
dream.
And Fishman, what's your story, my friend?
I'm from Belarus, but right now I live in Poland. But I will come back to Belarus one day, I think. I like Belarus a lot. So me 27. But I start play computer games from 4 years old. My parents told me I even didn't speak good enough, but I already was playing some games. Is it English? Like name Tarzan? Tarzan? Do you know Tarzan game?
Tarzan. Yeah, the monkey guy or whatever.
Yeah,
you mean
the
the
monkey
jungle
guy.
guy.
Yeah. So
the jungle guy.
I have a video. I have a video where I play with one hand. I was 4 years old. I couldn't speak very good, but I already can not look on the screen and play the game, and it was so easy.
Możecie ścigać. Kaniok na hajku możemy ścigać. Nie nada. Najpierw wyjdziemy.
Дима, покажи, как ты умеешь выключать компьютер.
Ой, muszę zerwać. A pieniądze
And then I played so much games. I was in computer clubs. It was popular in Belarus when I was kid. But I didn't play Dota. I think I played more like Counter-Strike and other games. I remember I played Dota 1 when I was kid, but it was like I was pressing buttons with my mouse, and I never was playing a lot of Dota 1, let's say. And then I finished school and go to the university. But actually, I think I start play Dota in school also. Remember Navi versus Alliance 2018?
Yeah, of course.
And like maybe half year before this, I download Dota 2. And I played like 100 games, and then TI3 happened. And after this, I start playing more Dota. I start playing Furion every game with Necromonicons.
That's my first hero that I ever played.
Necromonicons, Desolator,
Secret
Manta Style, Shadow Blade, of course. Zero fights. I'm a friendly guy. I'm not fighting. I'm only
only farming.
No. Farming, no. I'm
Please
only
Rad
Dota only. I push in towers. I split pushing, and I enjoy a lot when people message me how they meet my mother in real life when their throne is dead. Yes. So also like. And then I was meeting a lot of some mini LANs in Belarus. It's like, I mean, not like professional LANs, like a lot of people who like Dota. In Belarus, Dota is very popular. So it's like 50 people coming to the computer club. They're giving some like, I don't know, $10, let's say, and then you just play whole day as a mini tournament with random people. Like you create random teams, and then who win you will get $20. Yeah, so it's like was for fun mostly, of course. And yeah, I play so much mini LANs with some teams. Yes, and
that's actually how I started as well. Because when I was a kid, I'm 37. We didn't have computers at home and we didn't have internet at home, so we will go to a LAN cafe and we will play Age of Empires on a LAN, literally on a LAN.
Oh, damn,
the same thing,
Oh, that's a feeling. Oh yeah, I can imagine.
And it was like Disneyland for me. I get to spend the day around people that I don't know, just playing a game and trying to figure out how not to suck together.
Oh yeah.
You play English, so you have the archers, and I'll play. Because we play Age of Conquerors at one point. Okay, I'll play the boats. So,
yeah, that was a good times. Holy moly.
That's awesome. And then when do you start playing like Dota seriously, and you got serious behind it and say, okay, I'm gonna get a team, I'm gonna improve?
So it's like 4 years ago, or maybe already 5 very soon. I had to already to have some job because university is over, and my parents will not give money anymore. And so I already went to job almost, and I got offer from TBM, Team Dynamo Brest. So my dream is here I can not work on the job and play Dota.
And they were paying you. This is the first time you make money out of Dota.
First
Okay.
time I got paid. It was 5 years ago. It was $400. It was very nice, or maybe 500.
Okay, that's
almost.
awesome.
Yeah, it's for Belarus. It's very good. It's like it's not like in Europe. You get $500 and it's I don't know, not big money. $500 is more than average salary in Belarus. Was back then.
Okay.
I don't know how right now. Yeah, and yes, having fun till then. It was a long road. Let's not discuss all road. I guess it was some nice story and some not nice story. For example, I was
Okay.
benched in Imiga for a year, like and it's like was very hard to go another team. Yeah.
Okay. So you were benched. You couldn't go on another team, and you could not play for that one. That has to be rough.
Yes, it was 3
Yeah.
years ago. I say this every interview. I don't know. Very sad story.
And it's only one of the worst things that can happen to you, I guess. When you join a team,
Yeah.
then you get benched, and you kind of go to another team, so you're basically forced to put on a break. Like for
It-
example,
it-
what even happened to VP Say from last year? I don't even know right now his status, but he used to be a freaking rank 1 support +4 player, and this year he didn't compete. It's all because he got benched, I think, right, or something like this.
From start, yes.
I think during the last shuffle, everybody was looking at Safe as well. Everybody. He was one of the highly looked at players.
He was.
But I don't know
He
what
was
happened.
insanely good. I don't even know.
Yeah.
From what I know, from the start he got a lot of offers, but VP did not let him go, and in middle season he already didn't want to go to another rosters. Or like, yeah, I know only
Yeah.
humors. For example, I think Secrets asked him in middle season, like few months ago, 3 months ago, but he declined.
I mean, Secret at one point when Japsor was gonna be absent, then they were looking for people, because they needed a position 4. So I'm sure they asked Safe. And how does Entity enters the picture? How do you guys connected with them? When do you sign with them?
I think I need to say this because Stormer, I think even maybe don't know.
I mean, I know partially, but yeah, I mean, I joined the entire thing later, but of course.
Yeah, so remember we was Creepwave, it was Amar, like BZM, Chuvash,
Mhm.
me,
I remember.
Crystalis, yes, and we almost like went to Entity or we had like Alliance or someone else also, yes, and we was discussing like how we do this, what we do this, how much money we get, and stuff like this, and yeah, and this is how we come to Entity.
And then you've been with Entity for a year, more or less, since the beginning of the season, right?
Yeah, we already almost 1 year. Next month gonna be 1 year together, and
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we go next year together. Also, yeah. So this.
And how is the environment in Entity? Because I don't know them at all.
Oh, okay.
I met
Look,
the people from
Entity is very nice organization. From the start, we have already very good salary, and now we I think have like almost tier 1 or already tier 1 salary, and all what we need. For example, bootcamp. When we say if we say we need bootcamp right now, they will do okay. Bootcamp right now, sure. If we need like anything we need, they will give us. And they so far they've been so nice to us, and yeah.
For sure. I mean, it has been like I think nobody really knew Entity existed, to be honest, before this year, right? Like this org. So it has been like I guess I don't know, not an ST org, but like a new upcoming org. So of course you never really know what you can really expect. Like having like a base salary is nice and stuff, but there's a lot of stuff that happens also after the game as well. What are the people like the owners? Like if you talk to them, is it like a nice relationship? Do you have boot camps? Like if you have problems, can they help you and stuff? And of course, this year there have been a lot of events that we couldn't that were surprising to us. Like the war that broke out, for example. Suddenly we have like three or four Russian players, and like the orc is like trying to help them out. Like what do we do? Can we like get them out of the country? Can we get them? I don't know. Can we like get them to the boot camp still? Borders are closed. There was a lot of tough situations, but Entity, like they, for not being like an S tier org, so to say, back then, like they did in my book, like a really, really good job just helping the team whenever there was any problems. And about the persons in general, like we got to meet them now 2 times at different lands, like on bootcamp, and met them in Malaysia as well. We're gonna meet them at TI again, of course. they're really nice people. Like super nice to talk to, and
Where are they from?
India.
From India. In my book,
India.
entity tier
Okay.
1, tier S org now. Entity so good. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's if we go for example, if I go for example another organization, it's not gonna be a huge upgrade now. It's we will not happen. So I like entity. Entity is very good organization.
It's awesome.
Yes.
The way that I see it is that obviously we are an organization owned by players. It's very clear. So we want good organizations to be in Dota, treating players really well, because that's what we're all about. And at the end of the day, I don't care if you're Evil Geniuses or TSM or Entity. Like if you are good with your players and your players speak good about you, that's it, because
So-
then it will show. You will compete better. You will do better boot camps.
So far, entity best organization I had.
Yeah, I mean, easily. I mean, for sure. I mean, can only say positive things. Really glad, and shout out to Entity at this point, like for picking us up last year. And I mean, who knows? Like, it's easy to say that if you wouldn't have had Entity, if you wouldn't have had the boot camps and everything, like we would not be at the point where we are right now. Like right now, for sure. Like,
Yep,
and Oric
absolutely.
plays a insane role for making a team grow.
Okay, I agree with that. So we'll plug Entity. Yay, you guys. And now, TI, let's talk about the big conversation. How are you guys feeling? Obviously, leak me the strats, but I will not publish them in the podcast. But no, tell me, how are you feeling?
Very good, of course. Like we're super hyped. Basically our progress. I'm gonna be honest. In the third tour, when we barely made it to the major qualifiers, we had like some mixed feelings. Like the performance of the team was not so good. We were kind of on a down curve. We barely made it to the LAN, which was like a nice light, But we were having some troubles. We like our progress throughout the third season like went downwards. But then we had those two LAN events, and they really boosted our confidence, of course. Like the first LAN, bit of standard, unfortunately, but we did a really good job. We got top 6. We arguably could have even gone better. We looked at those games and we were like, damn, man, we do one play differently. We're going to be top 4, top 3, maybe win the thing, whatever. It was above our expectations for sure. I think many people would have assumed our team to get kicked out after group stage already, but we managed to get upper bracket and so on. And then, of course, now ESO won Malaysia, the second LAN with our full roster with Pure. Also went pretty well. We again could have gone further. We were sad when we lost, but in the end, hey, 2 LANs top 6, the first 2 LANs.
Where do you end up on Malaysia?
Also top 6.
What rank?
Like both
Top
times.
6.
Got
Who do
kicked
you
out.
guys lost in Malaysia? I don't remember.
Fnatic, 2-1.
Fnatic. Okay. They were good.
Fishman
That one,
Oracle
okay.
2 games in a row. Oh my god, who picked Fishman Oracle?
No, it was the bad Rider story. Dang, that draft.
Yeah.
It turned from 8-pick bad
But-
Rider to 6-7 bad Rider to 5 bad Rider that series. This is 0 after patch. Nobody to figure out. That was some
we
good shit.
saw like, oh, we won first game with Batrider, but we less than Batrider, and we will pick Fishman Oracle, and it's gonna for sure work. And we're gonna pick also Legend Mid for Daniel.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
Oh,
It really didn't. You tried to figure something out new after a patch.
But I remember we actually was winning this game. We cannot lose this game, but we dived tier 2 mid.
I
So we can
think
blame
we-
Toby, not
I think we were
Rapstar.
not winning that game. Right. I think we were not.
No,
winning
we
that
was
game,
winning the game. I'm pretty sure.
Better. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, those lands really boosted our confidence, of course. Like great results, could have gone better, even sadness, but still 2 amazing lands. And then the TI qualifier itself was probably the best part of everything in terms of boosting confidence. You can instantly feel. Sorry, the same in
you
any
didn't
team.
drop a single game, right?
Exactly, we
You
didn't drop a single game. No, we just threw it out. Of course, we expected a lot of competition, but we went into the qualifiers very confidently. But of course, there were at least 4 or 5 very good competing teams, which we considered to be like strong opponents. But then going through the qualifier like this obviously boosts your confidence a lot. Like right now, the trust level between the players is higher than it has ever been. Like you can immediately feel it when you play scrims and stuff. But somebody proposes an idea or just plays in the game, just simply by winning the qualifiers so confidently and everybody's showing like their best, you can instantly feel how improve the team one more time. Trust level outside into the game is very, very good. Of course, when you win a qualifier like this, you're going into the event and you're like, yeah, we did pretty well as well. Let's just keep it up. And yeah, right now the mood is good. We had a 10-day break after the qualifiers. Everybody was chilling at home. Now we just arrived at bootcamp here 4 days ago. And
Okay.
yeah, the energy level is quite high. Of course, we've been dreaming to get to this moment, and now it's just about playing Dota, having fun, and developing some new strats, and just getting ready.
Just need to
But you know
become
that
fresh.
now everybody's looking at you guys, right? You know everybody's watching your replays now. because you dominated Europe so strongly. Because in that qualifiers, maybe I'm gonna say something that is not very friendly, but not many teams look good. And you look at many of the regions, and not many of the teams were like dominant. So in a way, the teams that were sitting at home are looking at you guys.
Hopefully
and they
not.
saw what you did, welcome to the international, everyone knows how you guys play SF. Everybody, I don't know if they can play like you guys, but there's a lot of high respect on you guys right now. People think that
Unfortunately,
you guys are legit.
it's so nice to be like this underdog team. You have like this chill time, no expectations. Like you just do your thing, and then like all this stuff. Now you all of a sudden like people tell you, "Oh, we were rooting for you guys." You're like, what the hell, actually? What's happening and stuff? But no, it's
we're watching. We watch all the games now. So now when people think entity, they don't think, oh, this is the easy win, that you guys get away with it. Now we're like, fuck, look at what they do. Look at this. Holy shit, like there is a reason why you dominated that tournament. And everybody was watching because nobody was playing, In the middle of a major, when TI group starts, people will watch you less because they're playing their own games, And there's 2 games a day or 2 series a day. And there's like 2 streams or 3 streams. It's impossible to watch. But the last thing they have in their memory is entity destroying Secret, destroying this,
I think Secret was playing, I remember the story. Secret just a day before our game, like played in the morning, and then one more game evening, and then they had to play next game again morning, and then they meet entity. So it was their number 4 or maybe even 5 number 5 series, because one game was become next day because of flags. So
that was
when I come to the grand finals, I was this guy's for sure fucking tired, and it's like maybe who knows, maybe if they will fresh, maybe they will play better, because it was, I don't know, 3 games very easy wins, but last game was like bit show a bit, but it was still easy win. I think because they like already was tired.
For sure. I mean, I think we played really well, but I think they did not play so well. Like I don't think they played their best. Just by you jump into the game, and after usually it's like you play the first 3 minutes of the game or stuff. You play this beginning of the lane, you can already like get a small feeling of how fresh the enemies are, like by like the crisp rotations, like any single detail, And you play like these first 3 minutes, you could already feel like they are a bit fatigued, which is completely like obvious because there was a lot of unfortunate stuff happening to them. They had to play one more game because of this lags, which are, to me, still freaking crazy that TI qualifiers had like so many lags in them, and the like server issues, and the BO3 being cut into 2 parts. Who knows if, like, for example, was Liquid, right? No, ITB. That's if that BO3 is gonna be finished at that evening. Who knows? Maybe even ITB would have won against Secret. I think that series was pretty tight. All these things happening to me were very unfortunate. It's very sad to have this like basically most important event for any Dota player in the year. But it is what it is. The road is not perfect, of course. And it's always like the privilege of the upper bracket team to not have to go through the lower bracket game before as well.
I wanted to say yes, just don't lose. don't go low bracket. Yeah, everyone like if you lose, we had to play also for times. So
we talked about this a lot in the podcast. I mean, maybe we bashed Valve a little bit too much, but the whole idea that we always propose is that we wanted to create different tournaments and different things that you always have many chances to go to TI. So you have a lot of points of entry. And I don't know if you remember, but last year it was OG playing the qualifiers against Tundra.
Yeah.
And holy shit.
And Tundra was the best team, one of the best.
Yeah.
Tundra was incredible.
Yeah.
I think that if we don't beat Tundra goes to TI and wrecks people at TI. Yeah? They were really, really good.
It was so close.
So close. And I remember the guys were celebrating us going to TI more than winning TI the year before. Because it feels so hard and so, you're in a hotel, you're not in a stadium, nothing feels glamorous, and you're playing some of the hardest teams that you ever played before. It was like Nigma and Liquid and Tundra. And it's like, fuck,
That was freaking, last year was even more brutal, that's true. Holy shit.
Tundra is a team of if they wake up good, if they sleep well, they will own and win TI. If they not wake up well, they will not win TI and be last. I don't know. It's like Tundra Omega very good or not good. This is only 2 mods. Let's see how Tundra gonna be on this TI. Hope they will not be good. but who knows?
So,
Yes.
and Gaming Gladiator is also very interesting because I also think that they look very dominant at the beginning of the year.
Yeah,
And at the end of the
exactly
year,
same.
they were like, but they have the talent. These guys are really fucking good at the game.
Yeah, for
So we'll see what version shows up.
Right now, every player of Gaming Gladiators making tweets or speaks that they will win TI. They're very confident. They already TI champions.
So that,
The guy of Boom, the Boom will already have a nickname. I won in Singapore in Steam. And from what I know, they have some specialists who saying them you're already won, you're winners. And I think it's should be in the middle. They overdo it. Like you cannot say you already won. You can say I will win, or I'm confident in myself. But saying like this is gonna very hard. How to say this? Painful to lose in this position. I think for them if they lose,
I think that,
and pressure them in the games.
look, when we built our team, one of the things that we were looking at is what kind of successful teams have done really well at TI. And it was never the secrets of the evil geniuses or the super roster on paper, even though Secret did really well last year. It was more like, what is the 5 guys that show up there more united, that where they're vibing together, they play high level Dota, and they kind of have something cool going on for themselves. Remember, like it was OG, Wings, Spirit, and I think that we don't know that yet. And obviously, LGD was extremely dominant the whole year. And I think the Chinese teams are so good. Even the guy that came from Qualifiers, they're really, really good. Extreme gaming.
Yeah.
But I don't know, there is something magical about these moments. And I'm sure you saw it on True Side, where
for
the
sure.
whole world is against you. And you're like, no, fuck it, we're going to beat these guys. We're going to beat this. This is going to happen, you know? Does Tundra has that? Does Gaming Gladiator has that? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's you will just see. I mean, by the year, you have already kind of proven that you're like a top team. Basically, you can be a top team, like in those positions. It just depends on how you, in the end, perform on TI itself. I guess it's again like many people say one more pressure point. You're at the event.
Yep.
You have to try to manage that. You have to be like in this mood of just playing a normal pub game and all this stuff. You want to try to play your normal Dota, but there's a lot of emotions to control, and maybe you're getting nervous and stuff like this. And also, of course, there's just so many factors. It's hard to just simply put it all together in like 5 good players, rank 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on leaderboard. That's it. There's way more that just decides if you're gonna do well at a tournament or not. How it's your
I think
how's
you
the
just
team
need
clicking?
to enjoy the process of
For sure,
like
yeah.
scrims and like
sure.
your team. You need to like each other, have fun, and it's most important to win TI. I feel like
I
it's
agree.
Actually,
I agree 100%.
one of my most one of the quotes I liked the most was from Johan, who is unfortunately not in the show now, but he or No Tail. He said that like, Dota is like 50% inside of the game and 50% like mental game. And I heard that quote. I think he did that. I don't know when he did that. I think Melina Major or something. I don't remember honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe not that long. But that was like 4 or 5 years ago now, or 6. And back then I was already playing, as I said, but not that high. And I honestly didn't believe that quote. To me, it was crazy. Like I was back then, I think ranked 200 or so, and I was like, nah, if you're good, you're gonna win. Like if you have 5 good players, it's like, why does the mental stuff matter so much? And I think, like after all this time right now, I think like, holy moly, yeah, absolutely right. Maybe it's even more on the mental side. I don't even no kidding. Like it might be even more than 50-50. It's like, of course you have to be a good Dota player. You need to know what you're doing. You need to be confident. But like everything that's like outside the game, the mental stuff, and also especially I think the trust between your teammates, like having like a good time together, being like on a good mood, everybody's like 100% trusting the teammates, is worth like at least as much as like just being a good Dota player.
So let's try to explain this to the audience. Okay. I'm going to try to simplify it so people understand it. At this level, all of you guys are superstars. Like the Dota already speaks for itself. Everybody of you individually is great. Now, how do you yell together? Are you guys trusting each other? And what does trust mean? You know, trust means that you're not focusing on trying to overcompensate. You know, when you guys play Dota, not you guys, I'm talking to the audience, you know, when you guys play Dota, you're constantly thinking, well, I'm kind of staying lane because I'm going to get killed because my fucking support went somewhere else. And this other guy is not doing this. So you're constantly overcompensating to them, constantly, in that sometimes consciously and sometimes unconsciously. But if you have that magic and that yell where you don't have to overcompensate for anything because they know they're doing the right play, you know it in your heart that they're doing the right play. So you have to focus on figure out how to do the right play yourself and how to click your buttons on the right moment then the whole new level unlocks.
For sure.
And that's when the true Dota starts. Because then now we can strategize to each other. Because now it's like, first is you have to get to TI to be like, you have to good player to be there. Then you have to unlock the trust to start being competitive. And now you have to do the strategies because now these people are also competitive. They also trust each other.
Yeah.
And now it's your meta versus their meta. And how do you
I mean,
fuck
do
each other
they
on the
they
trust?
trust each other? I mean, it's sometimes so
Some
you know,
teams do.
like
Some others don't.
sometimes like it's stronger, sometimes weaker. It also changes over the course of the tournament, right?
Uh-huh.
Probably going into TI, everybody's gonna be in a good mood. They're playing TI, everybody's gonna go there and be like full confidence. But it matters a lot if those teams like break towards the tournaments after the group stage, after the first day, if they're like starting to get a little bit shaky, you know. And all of these little like things can matter a lot. If you watch TI4 True Sight, sorry, not TI4, TI7, Liquid against Newbie. I think that is a beautiful true side showcasing exactly this, actually. To me, Liquid seemed like the most chill team, very confident, very trusting to each other. Obviously, 5 good players. And Newbie looked like a bit more shaky. It looked like they were questioning each other. You can see SCCC suggesting Lina, and his teammates are like, no, this pick is really bad. Things like these. You can instantly and they're playing grand finals, right? They're like already, they made it throughout the entire tournament to grand finals, but still you can feel like some hesitation in like towards other people's suggestions and things like this. So yeah.
Let's play it to people again. So the problem is that you in a way have this theory of how this game works and all that, and then you get to an opponent and they fuck you, and then you're like, well, this doesn't work anymore. Let's just reinvent it or this, and then you start double testing your theories, your trust. Is this player gonna play? And boom, the roster implodes. I like that, and you die immediately.
You have to all of a sudden make a decision, like or multiple decisions between those games. Those are more like the most intense moments. Do you adapt? Do you just do the same strategy again and maybe just try again? Or do you just play the same stuff that you played the entire tournament? Or all of a sudden in this last series, for some reason it doesn't work? Like there's so many things you have to think about.
It's fun, eh? Dota at this level is really, really fun. That's why I think I like TI. I obviously the fans, the ambient, like all that is really cool. But it's honestly the best time for Dota. This is the best captains, the best teams, the best players. Everybody has been preparing for a few weeks for this. Like there is no more excuses. Like you gotta play the best Dota of your life right now. And then you have to play the best Dota of your life at the same time that your 4 friends are playing the best Dota of their life. And if you can do it for 3 days, then you're a millionaire.
And you have to try
It's
to not
crazy,
get
eh?
that stuff into your head.
Not thinking that you're.
I personally don't even think about money. I don't care. I mean, care, but of course,
Yeah, you try to blend that out. Like honestly, also like
I think you. We will speak, I think, about this, but we shouldn't think about money and stuff. Just need to play Dota, and we should like act like international is major is not very big difference. It's the same.
Yep.
Just no need pressure. Just have fun and play Dota.
To quote Johan again, you remember the quote that said, if one day I woke up and I was playing the finals of TI, I would play the best Dota of my life. It's that. At the end of the day, you work your fucking ass off all your life for this moment. This is the most fun you guys are going to ever have. This is a moment that you're going to remember for the rest of your life. You will go to many more TIs. I'm sure of it, you know? But this one will be like how cool it is, you know? Like now I'm an equal to LGD, you know? You're going to see Ame across and you're going to be like, dude, you earn your right just like me. Like, there's nothing else. There's no more points. There's nothing. You don't play with one extra man, you know? Can you be better than me today? It's awesome.
Absolutely.
What is the teams that you guys are looking forward to fight?
OG.
And the last question, sorry, OG?
I want to beat
Leave
Amar.
us alone, dude.
I want to be first Creepwave who win Amar, and I mean on the stand. So he leaves the tournament, you know.
Okay.
I beat.
So you want to be the one?
Crystalis already beat Crystalis Amar on the stand, but Amar come later and beat him again. I want to be the guy who beat Amar and he like get out.
So you want to eliminate Amar?
Yes, I mean it's a friend. Not of course. I mean, we're friends. It's a friendly fire. You know.
Can we do it on the finals? Can we do it on the finals?
Yeah, it's gonna be nice. Yeah, it's
Sure.
like
Don't fucking eliminate us at the beginning.
Yeah.
You know? Just give us.
Amar message me. Do you think you have chance? Let's see.
I think you do.
Of
Not
course.
to us, with the rest of the teams, you know.
Yeah, let's see.
So OG, there is a lot of love for us for you guys, and I know like Seb speaks very highly about you guys, and You know, like there is.
I've been talking a lot of Sep, like outside, like on Arctic, for example, and it was a lot of fun. Like I had a huge enjoyment talking with him. But for example, in the game, like we, like when we strategize and stuff like this, like when we have calls in the game, we sometimes like go directly opposite ways. For example, I would like to split push when he would like to fight and stuff like this, and then it like runs heads into heads. And we had like I guess sometimes you just have different points views of how to play the game. Of course, I mean there's so many ways you can play this game, so
Yes,
it would be a
the
surprise.
right one, and yours is the wrong one in his mind. You know? So the two
Yes,
decisions.
but
It's the other way in
wrong.
my way.
It's cannot work like this. Every player should think himself. And for example, if I think is this is right way, I should not go another way. If in pub at least, you know, it's not
Yeah.
competitive Dota. And when you get flamed by not doing something, let's say it's not nice in my opinion.
So now, tell me, how do you think like the best, like if you had to put like the top 6 teams or the top 4 teams on TI, and yes, you can put yourself. So one of them is you guys. Which one are the other 3 or 4 strongest teams?
Okay, I would put us guys for sure. Like that's just what they have to do, I think, and we are really confident right now. But other than that, I mean, I guess LGD is one of the others. I think you agree, Dima. Just I mean, top team and top score in the entire year, and obviously TI got 10 in the last couple of years. I would rate OG very high as well, just like from, of course, the LAN experiences and like you won the freaking Years of Malaysia thing. And I think in scripts and officials, you actually like have quite an upper hand on us, just openly speaking so far. But I think obviously that can change. But yeah, OG LGDs, I don't know. What else? What other teams?
I can say my list. I believe in gaming gladiators
Yes.
maybe because
Really?
yeah, we play scrims. We played scrims with them. That was nice when we prepare. Like we was preparing to quals to TI, and we played scrims with the Gaming Gladiators, and they were also nice. They played well, and it looks like they have friendly atmosphere. They believe in each other. They like working hard. Everyone. Remember, like first DPC when they was very good, and
Very good.
I think they same now. This is close. So I think
They found it.
they have high chance to win. I think PCG. PCG, I think will not win TI, in my opinion, because they have very big pressure on them. All China
Massive. Yep.
watching on them, everyone speaking about PCG. When call me one TI when people speak about this team gonna win and this team winning, no 0 TIs. And
Sure, actually,
I mean,
guess.
yeah, so PCG will not win.
Well, like
But,
OG won TI9 and people expected it.
yes, but it was like, of course, they can win TI, but everyone said PCG go win last year, yes? Or
yeah, TI10.
years ago.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I think nobody, a lot of people saying this team gonna win, but no, everyone is do mistake. Nobody know.
Yep. So my list is, I think that for the first time we have 3 teams that are, let's say, very, very dominant this year. For me is PSG, Spirit, that look fucking amazing right now, and OG. And if I have to put a few more, let's say, dark horses, Beast Coast always does really well. Huh? They always, I mean, the fucking player, the offlaner is so fucking good.
Whisper?
And yeah, he's so good.
Yeah.
He's really good.
I don't think
Beast
Coast win.
Coast would be. I never see that. I never think that they have enough to win it, but I think they always have enough to get it.
That would be
you know?
hype.
4, 5.
Having an SA team.
They're really good.
Yeah.
True.
And for you guys, I'm willing to pick you guys if you show me the same kind of Dota that you have played some of times this year, you know? Because for you guys, it's unknown, you know? You don't have like the TI experience. How are you guys going to do? But look at Spirit. They didn't have the TI experience, you know? And they did really well.
Yeah.
So you guys will be my dark horse. But Fishman and Stormer, if you have to pick one dark horse outside of you guys and all that, which one is the team that nobody's looking? You said Fishman?
Gaming
Gladiators for you?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, them or I'm not sure if I'm forgetting anything, but maybe like them or Tundra, I guess. Still, I don't know if you can even count them dark horse. Like as I said, they're forgotten. But I mean, I don't know. I think if they're on their fire, they can go far. And it's also Tundra's first TI, of course. Like this team has been around for I think a long time. But it's like finally the first TI they can play. So it's gonna be exciting to watch.
Okay.
but yeah, I like Gaming Gladiators choice by Dima a lot as well. Also because of my personal bonding to them. I mean, Ace and Toph have been my ex-teammates in Splashes. So yeah, they're like kind of the OG for me, like in terms of
TSM.
Dima. Oh yeah, TSM is also very
TSM.
good. I forgot about TSM
TSM
actually.
very good. Yes.
Yeah,
TSM is dark horse.
You think TSM is gonna be nice? All right.
It's the same story as Gaming Gladiator, I think.
That's true.
Okay.
I forgot about
So
them.
now
Yeah, I forgot.
I will give you my other angle is which one are the two teams that you think is gonna make it from Last Chance Qualifier?
What are the two teams you think?
Wait, I check.
Yes, let's go to Wikipedia.
I mean, I just have to
because
trust.
obviously you have Secret, Liquid.
Yeah,
you know.
I just have to trust if one of them at least makes it. I'm personally I'm huge friends with the Liquid people. Like I just love like especially the guys behind the scenes. Actually, like Javs, the manager, he lives or coach. I mean, he used to live 5 minutes away from me, so we're good friends.
awesome.
And I think Liquid are such just cool people. I would love them to see them go to TI. I just have to believe that either them or Secret makes it. But apart from that, I mean, obviously Outsiders is a team you look at. They unfortunately didn't have that good results throughout the year. But then again, they also had like very unfortunate events. They could have gone to TI if this entire disqualification thing didn't happen. Then we have the 0.5 point difference with Fnatic or whatever that was. So VP is not a thing to forget about, of course. Extreme Gaming. Oh no, Extreme Gaming is in the qualifier, right? Am I correct? Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's in the qualifier. So for me, the two teams that I said that were gonna make it, I thought it was Secret and Outsiders, or Outsiders and Extreme. Those were my two picks. And I think that either of those teams will do really well at TI because they will come with a lot of energy and a lot of momentum from these Last Chance qualifiers. And when you guys are in a way, all of us are chilling, these guys are gonna be competing already.
True.
So
I cannot count that out actually. The Last Chance qualifiers, I don't know what the OG people are gonna say and stuff, but you cannot forget about it maybe a bit. That this qualifier is still gonna happen. You're not used to it, and there's actually like 2 more teams coming in who are gonna play in 2 days. Yeah, that's true.
I think Extreme Gaming and maybe Polaris.
Polaris, whoa, you're like, that's your pick.
And Polaris look freaking amazing, and they are like nobody knows this team. At least I don't know this team. Like I have no idea.
We haven't played them at all.
So
to be honest, I'm looking at the team like Team Secret, Team Liquid, Virtus Pro, Natus Winter, Extreme Gaming, Twitch Gaming, Polaris Esports, C1. These teams maybe I will not count other fours, but these 8 teams, every one of them have like this very big chance. It's to win these quals. It's actually very strong qualifiers. It's very hard to even say.
Very strong.
I feel like the team,
Topson, Anna, Papi,
the team who get out from this quals can win TI. Actually, I believe they're gonna be top 6 for sure. One of these teams who win qualifiers. These teams are very strong. But
so that was my dark horse. My dark horse is you guys and whoever comes out of this, because I think they're gonna come with so much energy.
That's true. That's a good point, for sure. Actually, like having the pre-fire.
Well, my friends, we're in an hour and 15. It's been an absolute pleasure. I will make sure during the podcast to show the moments when I was cheering for you and believing in you. I have the sticker of the team entity in my album. And dude, I'm really looking forward. I think that, I saw it. It's amazing.
No,
how do I get a jersey with his face in it?
Just look, I have a story. Like it was American major, I think. And no, it was already in Malaysia ESL, and we had a lot of stickers, and I just put it here. And now, when I had to take one of the jerseys, I have 5 or 6 jerseys of entity. I just took random one for podcast, and
it had that one.
Yeah, it had the sticker. I don't know. It just appears to be there. I don't know. I can't comment on it. Somebody just took a picture. It's like, oh, this smile is like so funny. I'm like, what the. Yeah, but no, well, absolutely. Thanks for having us. Was an amazing pleasure to have this.
Yes, thank you for inviting.
I hope that people get to know you a little bit more before TI. They get to see how cool you guys are, and they get to follow your games. I think that's what we're trying to do. Give a little bit of visibility to the cool teams and our friends and people we like. And like we believe so much in you and in the European teams. And there is a little bit in OG about Europe against the world. For us,
of course.
I want all the European teams to do really well because obviously they're all fucking trash talk us into like, oh, Europe against 4 slot. It's like, dude, we're like better than all of you. There is like 8 teams in Europe that deserve to be at TI right now. So
that's
we have to continue being there, together.
For sure. stick together. If not we make it, somebody else will have to make it.
Well, good luck, boys. Okay. If you guys want to plug, say hi to your friends, to your family, or anybody, this is a chance.
Yeah, thank you guys for support, and hello everyone from Belarus who cheering for me.
I mean,
Awesome.
just shout out to you first for having us, I guess, and then again, shout out to Entity one more time for giving us an opportunity to playing this TI. And yeah, just any of you are watching, it was nice. I don't know. Hope you had a nice insight on us.
It was amazing. Thank you so much, everybody. Cheers, boys.
Okay.
Thank you as well.